I've got my phone here.
Okay, got
so
phone.
again, VerySafe.
You can check my details in a phone.
So you can actually check it on your phone.
Like what
So it's over here.
my-
You just have to type your name in here.
Okay, so I just key in my name.
Yep.
I don't dare to see. Ta-da! Anything pop up or not? Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Chit-Chat with AuntyHR. Today I have a special guest in the studio. He is the founder, I must say founder, and managing director of Verity Intelligence, a company that specializes in background screening. Today I'm very excited with this show because a lot of followers come and ask me, Auntie, what does company actually check? Will they violate our PDPA? Can all this background check destroy our lives? So today, we're going to go right to the source. Welcome, Mr. Mark Leow.
Thank you very much. Hello, AuntyHR.
Hello. I'm so excited to go for this interview today. There's so many things we want to know about background screening. But let's start from the beginning. What can you tell us about Verity Intelligence? What is it all about?
Well, I mean, just a little bit of history. We started about 15, 16 years ago.
Okay.
And we've been doing it for, many people. We've screened over 1 million people over the years in Malaysia and Singapore. And basically, background screening that we do is very different from what a private investigator would do. Every kind of check that we do, mostly for Verity Intelligence, we got this product called BGC, background check, and it's an employment screening report. So whenever somebody gets hired, you get a consent letter at your application form, then you can just fill it up, sign a consent letter, and then the company will then pass it to us to screen and verify your resume.
So in the background check, it will require the employee's consent.
That's right.
They have to sign and agree to it. Somebody said last night, if I sign the consent letter, so is it my personal data will become a buffet?
No. We only screen what's needed. So for most companies that we work with, most of them are financial institutions, are banks, and some of them are regulators as well. I can't mention the regulatory board that we work for. But a lot of these companies don't want to know who your boyfriend, girlfriend is. They don't want to know your bank account number or bank account balance. Basically, they need to know that you have integrity. That means your financial, checks are okay. You're not bankrupt, or you're not a criminal, or your reference checks from your previous job, not your current job.
Yes.
Your previous jobs are okay. You got no, you're not. If you're blacklisted for something, you just be honest about it and just say, oh, I've got this data, and maybe my previous employment, my boss didn't like me, I had an issue, so maybe it might flag out.
Actually, in my previous company, we are a regular user of Verity Intelligence Services. So what we actually do is we pay you guys a small fee to help us to conduct a check of certain employees. Right?
Yep.
And I also receive forms from Verity Intelligence as well as the verifier. Like that, I was the referral.
Yep.
So, where do you guys get the contact of the reference? Is it given by the employee?
It was given by the employee, the candidate.
The employee given
itself.
itself.
So they actually so whenever you apply for a job, right?
Yes.
There's an application form, and then they'll ask, who are your referees? So then they give the referees data. Usually your name, your email ID, and also your personal mobile number. So that's where we catch it from. So of course, we always tell the candidate that please inform your referee or your previous job that we're going to contact them. Otherwise, they think it's a scam, right?
Yes. Whenever they send me, I always ask for consent form.
Yes, that's right. So that's where your consent comes from. The candidate's consent comes from. Then we say, AuntyHR, this is your previous person that worked for you, say Miss Lee or Lee something. We'll pass you the consent letter and say, hey, can you verify this information with regards to her job and nothing else?
What are the common information employers ask to verify nowadays?
Well, of course, employment history. So they want to know dates of employment, what position, salary, whether you have performed well or not, eligible for rehiring.
Those are part of reference check, right?
Yes.
But they also check on
part of
criminal.
employment history. So they also check for criminal. They want to make sure that you have no criminal data out there. Then financial checks lah. So some people say, oh, they call it CTOS. Actually, it's credit history lah. Whether you have a good payment,
Yes.
Secris belongs to Bank Negara.
Oh.
Yes, CTOS is a private company.
Okay.
But under the CRA Act, they're under MOF CRA Act. There's a requirement for them to maintain a credit history of a person in a certain way.
So when Verity go do the background check, right?
We buy all this data. We buy all
From
this data.
CTOS, Secris.
Yes. And that's why we
see.
need your consent. So without this consent, I can't screen.
You cannot access. Okay, so besides financial, criminal, employment history,
we do education as well. So we're very popular with
education
history. So when you provide your degree, a copy of your degree, we catch a lot of fake degrees out there. And
I know that. I've catch before using their services.
Thank you. So we catch 30 to 50 or 60 depending on time of the year. So every month, not every year, but we catch a lot. Yeah. And because now whenever the job market is bad and people are desperately looking for jobs, and because some of these candidates feel that without my degree or without diploma I may not be able to get a job, so they actually fudge it, or they didn't complete their education. So I think something that I really, really want to do is to educate these people that, look, you need to be honest about it. If you didn't complete or you don't have one,
yes, that's right.
you can always be honest about it and say, look, I don't have one, and but I'm good for it. I'll try my best. I'll do whatever it takes, right, to get the job done.
Even if you have a bad reference checks, I also think you should be upfront about it.
True.
A lot of people will come and ask me, actually, last night, somebody asked me this question. When all these third-party company go and do background check and they receive bad feedbacks, do they ask for clarification?
Companies ask for clarification?
No, does the person conducting the reference check, when they say that, this person is lousy, useless,
Right.
does the person who does the checking that time ask for further clarification?
Okay, so to a certain extent, we don't. I think because the thing is, again, it totally depends on who the client is and what they're willing to pay for. We want our answers to be as objective as possible. So one of the things that we do in our reference check, actually we ask them to rate it. So you rate from 1 to 5, and then if you got any further reasons, please provide. Then at the end of it, then at least we got a more objective question. Now, when we hand it back to our client to see, if they've got any questions that need further clarification, they will then ask us to contact again. But then we'll charge them for clarification. Because if we do it for every candidate, then it's too expensive for us to keep doing it, because we screen 5,000 to 10,000 people every month.
But I think it's a thing that should be done.
Yes, I totally agree.
It's a small fee. I think it's a small price to pay to avoid future disasters.
Yep.
Have you come across cases like that?
Yes, man.
Please share. What story?
We've got two products, right? We've got background check, which is our BGC reports, full 1 to 5 days. We do full comprehensive 20-point check. And then we've got VerySafe, which is instant. We screen your background really quickly. So
VerySafe.
VerySafe.
VerySafe. Okay, VerySafe.
So the beauty about VerySafe, it's instant, right? So this week alone, one of my sales guys, right, he was speaking to a private school VC, and they own quite a number of schools.
Okay.
So they wanted to test out our system, and they've got like several names to test it out. And he gave a few names, and out of the few names, 2 names popped up. And what's interesting was the 2 names had a sexual case against children, right?
Against children?
Against children.
Now he's in a school?
He's not in school yet. So they were screening these guys.
Oh,
so the customer's jaw dropped. And not only the customer's jaw dropped, my sales guy's jaw dropped. Because he's never experienced it before, right? Because such a serious case. Can you imagine a private school, that would hire him and then
dealing with
discover
children?
Dealing with children, yeah. So
And there's a sexual harassment case.
not a sexual harassment, as in a pedophile case.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
so there are some really, really, well, it sounds
Huh.
juicy, but it's very, very scary out there.
I know.
So a lot of people will feel like, wow, actually it's unnecessary and this and that. But I don't know. There's this Chinese word say something. You're not afraid of the million, but you're afraid of that one that can cost a million. or
Or
something.
we say
yeah.
what? Pennywise, pound
Pennywise,
foolish.
pound foolish. So
Mm.
it's when people run checks with us and the stuff that we discover out there is frightening. Recently, we ran a statistic, and over several industries, we've got a couple of hundred clients using VerySafe from when we started lah. So we actually grabbed data. We've got 10,000 checks, and we discovered that out of 10,000, we had 1,500 red flags. So various industries, right? Can you imagine? Can you guess which industry has the highest? Let's say manufacturing, logistics and warehouse, F&B, and automotive. Can you guess which one is the highest?
I will guess F&B.
No.
No?
Manufacturing.
Manufacturing.
32%
32% applicants. Okay, when you say red flag, what does it mean first?
So the red flag can also be, could be a non-violent case or could be a violent case.
I
So
mean,
we
they
just
have a
capture-
they have a
that means
criminal
there's
record.
The record. There's a red flag on. It could be court. It could be a police. It could be many different things. Because VerySafe checks on a lot of criminal blacklist and watch list. So 32% means every 100 we caught 32.
I want to know more about this very
F&B was about 22 to 24%.
So VerySafe is an app.
It's an app.
It's an app. So what we do, we key in the name of the person.
Yep.
No need to key in IC.
No.
Just the name.
It's
So
name
they will
screening.
check against the name.
Yep.
So if the spelling seveng, nothing
Then too
will
bad.
come up
Nothing
lah.
will come up. Yeah.
Oh.
So his name as per IC. If it's a foreigner, of course, if the foreigner's been here and did something wrong in Malaysia, then we'll pick it up also.
Okay, so this kind of checks, do we need consent?
No.
Oh, shit.
VerySafe doesn't need consent because we follow PDPA section 6.2. It's called legitimate interest assessment. So under
Okay.
6.2, it allows companies only, not individuals. Actually, VerySafe, we only sell to businesses. It was
Oh, not
built
for individuals.
No, it's not for individuals. You can't
oh.
check your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever.
Have to go through a company lah.
Has to go through a company, and the company need to sign our consent for LIA that meets the legitimate interest assessment requirements. Then only we'll sign on the client. Then only for particular reasons, say fraud detection or kind of like for anti-crime reasons or for employment reasons, for certain sensitive job reasons. Then only we bring on the client.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't bring on just any.
So company is the one have to sign some sort of PDPA document lah.
Yes.
And then they conduct the check, and the check
Yep.
doesn't need the employees or whoever they're checking consent.
And also the data that we pull out from the consent are publicly available.
They are public
Public
information.
information. It's just that we check over 200 word sources. So the question is, do you have the ability to check over 200 sources? And every year,
You mean my criminal record is published publicly somewhere?
if you have a criminal record,
If I have a criminal record,
Yep.
it's available to the public to check.
to a certain extent, if the police puts it out in the public, then only you can check. Then only you can see.
Where do they put it out? It's a particular
Actually, you'll be
website.
surprised. Well, they put it out. So police stations, you remember those days? They had, if
I
you go to the police station,
remember.
the notice board, those guys in the pictures in the police station,
Okay.
you can have, and you see their names there, wanted people and stuff like that. Police still puts it out there, whether it's via their Facebook or whether is it through the newspaper or anything.
But actually, many years ago, right? We did, we will submit a list to the police station and they will verify for us. But
Yeah.
now they no longer do that for
Yeah.
us anymore.
So one of the things about police station, again, this is what my lawyers tell me. Half of the information there is bullshit. Sorry, my language. So
Really?
yes, because the thing is, if you and your, say, girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever gets in a fight, and then the girlfriend can always report the boyfriend is raped, right? Pay 20 ringgit, police report, put it in. And that's the data that you get. So it may not even happen. Again, let's say I get into a bar fight with somebody and I punch somebody and the person reports police about me.
Okay.
the investigating officer, the IO, needs to actually then investigate.
Yes.
They will call the both of us, take our statement and everything. And then they'll take it to court if they see it as, hey, is this case solid or not? Right? And a lot of times, these kind of small brawls or whatever doesn't go to court. So the data that we pull is actually not fully from the police station, except unless the police put it out there, but from the court.
From the court.
So the
Which
data
means memang serious.
memang serious already. Not some
Ah.
small, action or anything
Court,
like that.
I know.
Yeah.
Court information is memang
Yes.
available to the public.
Yeah. So we pick it up from there.
I see.
So from the court data, then you know that, he's attended court for this reason. So then you know, then you want to ask more questions. So VerySafe is a red flag or a flag, right? So it's not a system that says, he's convicted for this or he's meant to punish somebody for something else.
It's just you have a record somewhere.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So all these 200 plus sites that you go to, public sites,
so court
right?
is just one of them. So
So
there are a couple of hundred more. Bank Negara, SC, all these places actually puts out some blacklist somewhere.
So in a nutshell, what does it check?
So I check any blacklist. So like Bank Negara will post out people who are
That is
banned
financial,
for invested. Yes.
financial
So when it comes to
blacklisted.
financial blacklisted, we also buy SSM records, which is publicly available.
Yes,
So
okay.
we buy all those records and put in our system. KPKT, which is the housing and something, right? They blacklist
Okay.
developers, right? So
Okay.
there are many developers who actually start the Sendirian Berhad, right? Collect your deposits. And then after that, they stop abandoned projects
Yes.
and people have lost their money. So then again, we also buy those records and put it in.
And of course, Sito secrets, they will be there for sure. Criminal records.
No. For VerySafe, I don't put Sito secrets in there.
Because that one require consent.
Yes, that's right. So whatever is out there publicly, that's what VerySafe catches. So our AI actually goes out there and pulls and update data on a daily basis.
So if I have a financial problem, I get blacklisted, it will not pick up by
It will not
VerySafe.
pick up by VerySafe.
Only
Unless you have stolen money, or you're a thief, or you've done something fraudulent.
criminal.
Something criminal that goes to the court for it. And then the case number will show that this is for what case.
Does it check like education or no? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Purely on what you call it, watch list and blacklist.
Watch list, blacklist.
So why company would invest in something? Why is it important?
I think it's important because, if you don't do it, the cost of it is too much. And, one wrong hire costs the company about 10 to 50,000 ringgit. I mean, for instance, now the minimum wage is what? 1,007.
Yes.
Right? And most people, when they hire people, say 1,007. And they come in and they do something bad. It costs the company a lot of money. About 10x lah, right?
Yes.
They onboard 1, 2 months, 3 months, and then after that you fire the guy or he leaves, right? And then you rehire again, takes another 2 to 3 months, and then you don't know what other damages he's done. Takes about 10 times the salary. So can a company
you
afford
talk
that?
about 10 times salary, if I'm not mistaken, MACC, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption
Yep.
Commission
Yep.
Act 2009, Section 78, it says that
Due diligence.
It's due diligence. It's a company due
Yeah.
diligence. They are responsible if there's any bribery case happening. If they are caught, it's actually 10 times the bribe amount
Yep.
as the penalty, or 1 million, whichever
Yes.
that is higher,
Yes.
or up to 20 years jail.
Yep. So can the CEO or director afford that? Right? So again, if you have VerySafe, right?
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons why we built VerySafe, to meet these regulatory requirements as well. Because
How long does VerySafe process a check? Like if I submit a name to VerySafe today, how fast will it come out?
instant, less than
Instant?
5 seconds.
Less than 5 seconds.
I can actually put your name in the system
So
and then
scary.
pull it up,
Nanti, okay? We try.
Does the viewer want to see it?
People want to see it? Okay, let's
No,
try.
I don't know. Lah.
Huh?
I'm just.
Why not? Okay, let's try. This has not been done before. I don't know what kind of cases I have. So how do we do it?
Okay, I've got my phone here.
Okay, you got a
so
phone.
again, VerySafe.
You can check my
use it.
details in a phone.
So you can actually check it on your phone.
Like what?
So it's over here. You just have to type your name in here,
Okay, so there is this.
and then you hit search.
So we're going to show people. So this is
Audience.
the app. Can you imagine? So I'm going to type my name. So I just follow.
Actually, we've never done this before. You were just talking about it before our interview. So we don't really know.
I never. Okay, so I just key in my name.
Yep, you hit search.
Can see? Can I? Okay, now I'm gonna hit search. I don't dare to see. Ta-da! Anything pop up or not?
Oh yes, there's one.
Oh shit! What happened? One high possibility match.
So again, you can read the report. You click the document.
Oh my god! Look at that! I'm being red flagged. Oh no!
So it could be many reasons, right? You could be either a plaintiff or it could be a defendant. So it gives the employer, whoever that's hiring you or using your services, right, some kind of information that, hey, there's one possible match, right? It may or
It's
may not
a
be
court case.
Okay, so you can actually see.
It's a
the
court
report.
case. Okay,
You
PDF.
open that?
I
Yep.
open a PDF file.
Okay, it's coming. Don't worry.
I have a court case.
So you can.
Why am I
screenshot
in
it.
court?
You were a defendant.
I'm a
right?
defendant.
So under this case,
Oh shit.
oh.
Sepang court?
Traffic.
Traffic? I have
So we also pull traffic data as well.
You guys pull my saman for traffic?
So traffic as well. Now, why traffic is important? So can you imagine if you're hiring
A driver.
transporter? That's right, a driver or whatever. So one traffic, maybe everybody has one, right? Maybe not. But then again, this traffic also could be either seatbelt, drink driving, for many reasons. So for that reason, if I'm hiring you as a transporter, a driver, then I also want to know, hey, what are you pulled in for, right?
I want to defend myself now.
Sure.
Okay, so what happened next? I cleared all my saman.
Sure.
I will admit that sometimes I drive a little fast on the highway.
Okay.
So what do I do next to make sure it's removed from being flagged?
You can't remove it. Yeah.
I cannot
It's
remove
actually to
it.
inform people that it's just there. The court has to remove it before our system can even remove it.
Oh.
So we're pulling data actively from the courts on a daily basis.
But it does show that already
Settled?
settled.
Yeah.
So it's
Because it doesn't say charge for certain things.
No,
and
it
then
doesn't. It
doesn't.
doesn't.
It
It doesn't
just
say
says,
anything.
yeah.
It just say that I have a
Yep.
traffic case only. That's
Yep.
it.
That's it.
It doesn't show anything.
Yep. So it's just a flagging system so that you could pre-screen people. That's why it's instant.
Oh.
So for people who want to discover more, they use BGC, right? Our other report that does the
see.
comprehensive checks.
I see. Okay, let's talk about money. How much does it cost to buy
because
this very
we
safe?
only sell to customers, businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've made it SME friendly. It costs less than 800 ringgit a month to use this system. So we sell it on a yearly basis.
On
So
a
people
yearly?
sign on for 8,008 right now. It's on promotion. But
Mhm.
usually we sell it for 12,000.
Okay.
And they can use it
Promo
unlimited.
code AuntyHR 8,800.
That's right. And it's really on promo right now because
So it's on a yearly basis. Subscription fee. Unlimited checks.
Unlimited checks.
And it's available, special price 8,800 for a limited time only.
Yes.
Ah.
And the beauty about it is you not only can screen your employees, you can screen whoever that you're going to be, a business partner or a vendor or anyone else.
Typically, in the market, a
Right.
check like that will cost how much? Let's say I buy
If you
a
use
la
Verity,
carte.
if you use my a la carte ones,
a la
right?
carte.
At least 100 ringgit.
100 ringgit.
For one check, yeah.
For one check. So, if I would be able to do 88 checks per year, it will break even now.
Something like that.
Actually, I had a business idea, you know.
So we're recording this business idea.
Can jalan or not?
Huh?
What if I buy your system?
Okay.
Am I allowed to sell it a la carte?
No, not allowed to resell.
I'm not allowed to resell. No. I have been talking to my followers like forever. Why don't I resell it?
Yeah.
Like 50 ringgit per check. Anybody can come check. Cannot lah. Because
well,
of the PDPA.
Yes. 6.2, yeah.
6.2.
Legitimate interest, yeah.
You cannot simply purchase
Yes.
this and use it
because we don't know what you're going to do with the report also. So
I
PDPA has
see.
7 pillars, right? And there are many requirements around this: security, encryption, how are you going to use it, what are you going to use the data for, destruction, and stuff like that. So we haven't gone into that yet, but as in, like, we haven't really gone into looking for a person to resell it that way, by per check basis. But
I
we do
see.
work with people like yourself to say, oh, there's a promo code, use this, and get value from that. Right, I
Oh.
totally understand. Yeah.
But look, you said actually if you guys hire a lot of blue collar, the turnover is
Very
high.
high.
So if I pay 100 ringgit, 100 ringgit, 100
It's too
ringgit,
expensive.
it's very expensive. It's not value.
Yep.
I don't see the value
Yep.
comes to it, although it's important.
Yep.
Okay, and then chances are, I don't want to say this, but sometimes all this high turnover employee, chances are you will find the red flags.
Yes. That's why manufacturing, very high. F&B, also 20%. So manufacturing, 30%. So you want to make sure, if you're doing this quick hiring, right, on a daily basis, one of the challenges is you're desperate to hire these people.
Yes.
But you're also fearful in some ways, but you're also hopeful because your boss is nagging at you, right? I need this manpower to run this assembly line or do something, right? But then if something happens, right, how much is that cost worth to you? So that's why we built it as an unlimited check, so that you're not fearful about not checking. That means if you type in the wrong name or what, you can just recheck again. Whereas if I sell per check basis, you're very careful about what you're going to put in.
Wait a minute. Now you bring up an interesting point. All I did was just key in my name.
Yep.
And I saw in the search just now, there are a lot of names
Somewhat
with
similar.
similar spelling
Yes.
to my name.
Yeah, maybe one letter off and all.
So what if there is another cool sibling out there, same spelling, did something? Then
Yeah.
I like so innocent,
So one of the
like
things,
collateral damage
yes.
like that.
So again, to protect that, right? So we actually give you the case number that you can go to this court for, and then or any court and ask them.
It will
"Can
show
you-"
show a
Yes.
case number.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And then they will verify whether it's you or not with your IC. So they will have your IC. So with PDPA, we don't want to display your IC here. We can't, right? So
I
they will tell you
see.
whether it's you or not.
Again, whatever VerySafe is displaying are all public records.
Yes.
There's no violation of
No.
PDPA.
No.
Now, what if I check an employee and then very common name we
Yep,
just say
yep.
like maybe Ahmad Fauzan
Yep.
bin Muhammad is a very
Yep,
common name.
very
And
common.
then it pops up a few Ahmad Fauzan
Yep.
come up. Then as an employer, what do I do? Do I straight away reject this applicant?
No. So one of the things that we have, and the beauty about this system is, if you go back here, we have this portion of this part that says, what do I do? Okay, not in this version, but we actually tell you, we've got a PDF of a declaration. You can just pass it to Ahmad Fauzan and say, is this you or not? We've discovered that you've got several cases here in your name, right?
The app prepares a document in advance.
Yes, we've got a link. So you can just click the link, you have a declaration letter.
Okay.
And Ahmad Fauzan can sign that declaration letter.
To say that it's
this is
not me.
Yeah. So also it protects the company, because one of the things is, if the person is, and the company discovers later on that it's him, then the company also reserves the right to say, hey, you lied to me. This is you.
Oh,
So there's a declaration letter.
yes. There is something called a pre-employment lie,
That's right.
which is a major misconduct can terminate.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
but I would think, like for example, you mentioned the school case.
Yep.
I can imagine if they did not conduct the check, and then this teacher went to molest the child, and then it come out in the media.
Actually, there was a case like that before.
And they found out the
Yeah.
school did not do the due diligence to check the background of this employee. Oh, I can imagine the school can close already Nobody
It
is
actually
going
has
to send any
happened
children there anymore.
many years ago. There was a very
Really?
popular national basketball player that actually did that. And it was in one of these public schools in Damansara Heights.
As a
And
coach?
basketball coach. So only recently he was, arrested and jailed. Yeah. But he's been around, right? He was in one of the schools, and the school didn't check. So it's quite embarrassing for the school if they don't do this kind of verification.
I
So,
know.
but worst case scenario is the crime that he has already committed, right? And he's continually committing it. I think that's even worse.
I know.
So
So
I feel sorry
scary
for the child that has to go through that now.
So honestly, compared to this 8,800 is
It's nothing.
it's
Yeah.
nothing. It's
Our
nothing.
data we catch in terms of everything that we screen,
Mhm.
about 15 to 18% findings, red flags. So it could be a major finding, it could be a very minor finding.
That my
So-
traffic minor finding.
But like even the accident cases that we've been reading in the newspaper. So sometimes we just test out our system, right? Just to make sure that, is his name in the system. And we discovered that his name is in the system, right? The driver's name.
Actually, I don't
And
know.
all these-
Does Grab, they all check their
I
drivers?
know that Grab does some kind of due diligence. I don't know to what extent.
I would not want
Yeah.
to sit on a Grab car that has a lot of
Yep.
saman way.
Yeah, summons or anything else, right?
Uh,
Yeah. So again, back to data. Grab, I don't know how often Grab checks. Again, your criminal information or just like your credit, it's dynamic data. So you may be clear today, but that doesn't mean
You
3
are
months.
so right.
time.
Even with your existing employee, they
Yes.
pass the initial check.
Yep.
Over a cadence
Yep.
of period, you have to recheck and recheck
Yep.
to make sure they behave themselves.
Yep.
Mm.
So our system is coming out with a monitoring tool by
Oh.
end of this year.
Oh,
So it allows you to put a list of names that you want to monitor, right? So that you can actually monitor these people. So if anything comes out that you put in the monitoring,
they just
Then they'll
prompt
flag
you
you.
like
Yeah,
that.
they'll just
Like
prompt
they
you.
will ping you like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
so
I feel so naked with.
no. Actually, the data that we catch is only whatever's publicly available, lah. Nothing, that's under the radar, your bank
But
account,
I
stuff like
also
too
think
sensitive. lah.
it's
Yeah.
good to know.
Yeah.
Until today, I didn't know my court record is there. I didn't know that. Until
Yep.
today. I think it's also good information
Yeah.
for people to know if
Yep.
anything
Yeah, and
kena flag.
if there's any kind of possible partnership that you're going to go into and they ever use our system, they'll probably ask you, hey, what's this? Right? And you probably want to tell them, I may have a traffic summons somewhere. Right?
Ah.
So these are just honest,
You also bring up something
disclaimers,
very
yeah.
interesting. Like before we decide to partner with someone,
Right.
we also want to make sure their background is clean.
Yep.
Because we are investing
Yep.
in the person.
Yep.
Hmm?
So
So very true. And it's same thing as investing in talent, especially in critical positions.
Yep.
Not only the blue collars,
Yep.
a lot of white collar crime also.
Yep.
Hmm.
So I built it actually to be very accessible, very affordable, and instant because a lot of times, people just want to know immediately.
Yes.
Yeah. But what's interesting that prompted me and
What?
this is something that I share a lot. Actually, it was for my kids.
Your kids?
Yeah, I developed this for my kids because they were very young back then.
Uh-huh.
I already had my screening company,
Uh-huh.
Verity. And when I had to send them to the nanny, so I just thought, hey, I don't know who this nanny is. And, and sending them there, they were only 2 years old back then. And the other one was about a few months old. I was worried, right? So because I had Verity intelligence, I could do background checks. So I actually passed her the consent letter, I screened her. But I had to, even I myself back then, I had to wait a day for the report to come out. So I rushed my staff because I had the power, right? So I tell my team, hey, quickly just run this
But
check.
if you don't have a power, typical, what is the turnaround time?
If you don't, between 1 to 5 days,
5 days maximum lah, which is not so bad.
which is not so bad.
Mm.
But then again, everybody wants to know now, right? So then I said, I'm sure a lot of parents would feel that same way, or a lot of businesses or business owners will feel the same way. Everything they want it now.
That makes so much sense. Nowadays, I go Instagram, I see a lot of these abuse cases at the kindergarten. So we also want to check the background
Yep.
of the caretakers, right?
Yep. So again, for Taskas and all, we're more than happy to help them screen for free.
But with consent, we can buy a la
Yep.
carte.
Yep.
No need to buy the whole package like 8,800
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no. So I think it's important for certain businesses that has certain
Needs?
liabilities or needs, right?
And Verity can customize and personalize the solutions
Yes.
accordingly.
That's right.
So if you're hiring in mass, it makes more commercial sense to purchase VerySafe.
Yes.
If you want it a la carte or want to or more details,
Yep.
then we do Verity Intelligent BGC.
Yes, that's right.
Very nice. So we have come to the end of the show.
Oh, thank you.
Mark, so before we go, what advice that they say, don't say I didn't tell you. Advice to business owners and employees out there.
I think for business owners, everybody understand the mental stress you go through. And I think
Yes.
one of the things that keeps you guys at night is talent. But one of the biggest fear that you have is, what if you brought on the wrong talent? And if you imagine your talent that came in and caused a lot of problems. I think that risk or the repercussion of that is just too expensive. So right now, I'm trying to build that awareness that there is a product, right? We've got two products, Verity BGC or VerySafe, that does instant screening. And you can screen just about anybody, blue collar to gig workers to contractors. And you are assured that it's PDPA compliant. And also we've got the other product BGC. If you want to know more, then we can do 20-point checks for you, depending on what you want to check. For the candidates or the employees or people just in the public, just be honest when you're getting employed. Truly honest. I think a legitimate business will want to know that you are being honest with them instead of finding out later, and then they feel like they've been cheated upon or
totally
anything
agree.
like that. Yeah,
I totally agree. Actually, we hired ex-convicts before
and I got no problem with that.
because they are very honest upfront.
Yep.
And then when we check, it's not like something very serious happened very long time ago. So we are okay. I appreciate the honesty.
Me too.
And they are still they are still with the company I was working for which is very good, very good. Anyway, it has been so enlightening. Thank you so much for coming. So for all you business owners out there, I will part you with this word. It's better be safe than sorry. I will see you guys on YouTube another time. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.